Hey everyone, it's Dr. B, and I just wanted to cover a little quick question about newborn parenting and how do you clean the umbilical cord stump without hurting that baby. And it is so kind of unexpected that they have this little nubby thing that literally lived inside your body, and now it's on the outside of their body until it's ready to just naturally fall off, but it has to be cleaned while we're waiting. And so, people are worried. We don't want to put rubbing alcohol on it or anything harsh that will hurt that little tiny baby's skin and maybe sting a little bit, but just a little bit of soap and water, a little warm water with, baby soap is perfectly fine. A warm rag, and it's not going to hurt the baby. It's not an incredibly sensitive point or place for a baby in any way, but of course we're just so, and rightly so, nervous about all their little appendages and everything, especially when they're so vulnerable and so new. So if you're worried about the umbilical cord, never pull it off, because that can cause bleeding and cause all kinds of other things going on, and infection. But, leave it out in the air to dry, because the faster it dries, then it'll be more likely to fall off. Clean it just when your baby, use a little baby washcloth, a little wash, and do a little rinse and dry it off really good, and then just let it air dry, and it will eventually come off pretty easily and without harm to the baby. It's sort of like losing a tooth, but we always think, oh my gosh, it's so painful and it's so awful. But in reality, when you watch a little kid's tooth get looser and looser and looser and looser, the roots underneath the tooth that it would cause pain basically just disintegrate up to the tooth, so the tooth just eventually falls out, or just has these barely little hanging threads that don't allow it to hurt, because there's just really no nerves attached anymore. And the umbilical cord is the same way. It just sort of disintegrates under the surface until ultimately it just falls off, and now there you go, you've got a belly button. And that belly button will last your lifetime. So you'll find out if you have an innie or an outie, and all good to go. So with that, enjoy your new baby and leave a life print. Thanks. Bye.